What's up, YouTubers? How we doing out there? Thank you for joining me. As always, it's nice to see you. Connecticut Medical Marijuana Critic, Compound Concentrates and Coffee. We are here. We're up. We're on the air. It's your SunDaze edition. How you doing out there? What is the good word, everybody? Hopefully you're having a good start to your day. Hopefully things have been working well your way. Let's see here. YouTubers, what's up? Facebookers, getting your broadcast open right now as we speak. Good morning, Diane. How are you? I sound far away. Is that any better? I like that. Hell's bells better. Awesome, awesome. Once again, good morning, everybody. How are you? Thank you for joining me. Nice to see you, as always. Now, since we are starting at 11, usually the power hour starts at 11. She will be out at 11:30. Yeah, she'll be doing her thing. She's going to be on from 11:30 to 12. Then I come back out, and I'm only on from 12 to 1. It is football Sunday. My game starts at 1 o'clock, so. And the game is against one of my kids. Yeah, so gotta hang out and razz each other. Let me get this over here. I won't get into football things because, of course, that's, part of the power hour, but yeah, my game is the Bills against Miami. Okay. News of the ... Whoa. An Australian couple who won a lottery jackpot of nearly $500,000. Hey. What's up, Ryan Roberts? How are you, man? Nice to see you in Facebook land.
Happy birthday, Ryan!
Absolutely. Happy birthday, buddy. They said that they bought that jackpot. They bought that ticket and won that jackpot by accident. Because they meant to enter different numbers in a different drawing. Yes, now it's Sundab. Now I see why you were so excited for Sunday. Your birthday. Ah. You're welcome. You're welcome. Now, the Hastings Point, New South Wales couple told lot officials that they were on a road trip across Australia when they stopped into this News Express Central over in Queensland. They says, well, they bought their ticket for September 12th, Saturday, Gold Lotto drawing by accident when trying to buy a ticket for a different drawing. So they're like, can you believe it was actually meant to buy a ticket into another draw? This is the wrong ticket. It was a complete mistake. It was a good mistake, but a complete mistake. Yeah, a good mistake indeed. $453,135.59. The couple said their winnings are going to help them upgrade their travel plans. This is, we've been living out of our caravan in Queensland for the past few months, so this means we can update it and get a new one. They also want to share it with their family, use some more for traveling. Rest they're going to save for the future. So, that's awesome. A whoops mistake, huh? Let me come down over here. Yeah, I know, I hear you, right? I need to make a mistake like that. Gonna do that new heavy gravel guild. I had a request over here. Yeah, no doubt. George Lynch. I mean, seriously. Again, artists, just songs and things that you might not have otherwise heard before. This tune is called Rome. It's brand new. It was what it made its debut here for all of you. Yeah. Excuse me. Good afternoon, Jamie. What's up? How we doing out there? Once again, the brand new track, Heavy Gravel Guild, featuring George Lynch, that tune called Rome. Now, Low V coming at you. We're going to go from rock to electronic. The name is an oxymoron. It's called Industry Standards. This industry has no standards. I'll admit it. Come on now. Enjoy, everybody. Nothing, just chilling. That's cool. That's cool. What's going on, Annabelle? How are you? grow old? What is that? No. See, I'll never grow old. I'll become an antique. Antiques are coveted. I know you're talking to my friend for his birthday, of course. Natalia? That's the name I'm getting correctly? There you go. Exactly, Diana. 21 Jump Street. Holy shit, that's a name I haven't heard in a long time. YouTubers, thank you for the thumbs. Facebookers, thank you for the love. Absolutely. Much love, everybody. Good morning, Steve. How are you? Thanks for joining us on Facebook. All right, we are coming up to the end of Industry Standards. Once again, this is a brand new track from the artist Low V here on CCNC. I have Vault 49 coming up with a tune called Never Enough. Really quick, we're going to take a look at a couple of things in between the tracks and the next. Little on this day in music history, September 20th, 1957, saw Buddy Holly. He released the single Peggy Sue. That had Every Day as the B-side. The song originally entitled Cindy Lou. This after Holly's niece, later changed to Peggy Sue in reference to Peggy Sue Garon, the girlfriend and future wife of Jerry Allison. That was the drummer for the Crickets after the couple had temporarily broken up. Now from 50s, we'll jump to 64. We see the Beatles at the end of the North American tour. They played a charity concert at the Paramount Theater in New York City. The 3,682 audience each paid $100 a ticket. 1968, one of my all-time favorite bands, Led Zeppelin, recording under the name of the Yardbirds, started the recording of their debut album at Olympic Studios over in London. Now, the album took only about 36 hours of studio time to complete. It was at a cost of about £1,782. Most of the tracks were recorded live in the studio, with very few overdubs. Now, let me go over here. Again, like I said, I had some Nick Gallant for you. I also have the Vault 49, a little R&B and soul, and some other things coming here. Speaking of coming, 11:17. Are you packed, rolled, and raring to go? You got a 20 coming up on you like that, don't you know? Let's see, 4:20 p.m. in Dublin, Ireland, Casablanca, Lisbon, London, Edinburgh. Got quite a few places you can smoke it up with. New music that reminds us of Tool. I got one lined up for you. Yeah, no, Tool's a good band, absolutely. I actually have a couple lined up. We'll see what you think. Again, one of our new artists. We literally had one track from them about a month or so ago, and they're just dropping one after another. So, looking forward to what they do next. Hell, they're one of the artists, if I can, I want to try to reach out to. Maybe we could do a little online interview with. And you're welcome. Dentro di Me. This is Destroyer Creator featured on the track with Heavy Gravel Guild. All right, I'm glad it's coming across good to you, my friend. I'm glad you like them. Again, I'm looking forward to hearing more and more from this artist. Puff away, my friend. Enjoy. Good morning, Smokeahonis. How are you? All right. right, give me 1 second here. This, what you're going after. Well, I had put up in my status, shows starting soon. One of my friends thought it said snow starting soon, so I put up an animated snow GIF. Oh, always. Always. "2021 is going to be one giant freaking party, basically. When everything finally goes away, settles down, and opens up, all the venues, music, artists back on the road, tours, shows. I mean, anything and everything is going to become so booked. It's going to be hard to be able to get into places. So yeah, no, Rage is just one of many. Now, this tune is coming up towards the end, and of course, I have something lined up. We have a little somebody in the wings. Going to be coming out. Oh, absolutely. Now, from that to a little plaid pants and peril. Isn't she cute? Diana, Dancing Queen JC. And Smoke Pocahontas was over here, plus the Russian viewer again. I have Translate open for that. And other people. Let's see. Diana. Ryan was over there.
Hi.
Jamie was in Facebook. Steve is over in Facebook. Steve and Diana are going back and forth right now. All right, everybody. I am out of here. Again, since we're doing a modified show, we're only on 2 hours today, like I explained. I mean, football. She'll be on for 30 minutes, then I'll be back. Then I hang out with you just until 1 o'clock, and then just wanted to make sure I didn't have a little dog or anything around me. So
Yeah, big dog back there.
yeah, that's also what I look out for. I have NFL. I think you do it. So now, since I know, I'm sure you're good with coffee right now.
Devil's nectar.
Coffee comes in the second. Right, buddy? Right, buddy?
The devil's nectar, I said. Yeah, I like my theme song a little bit. So good morning and happy SunDaze to everybody. Ah! I mean, honestly. What is wrong with these things?
You forgot about the auto start.
You, last couple of times, got me used to putting just my song on, so you know. Sheesh. Good morning, Smokahontas. How are we doing out there?
Not Pocahontas, Smokahontas.
I said Smokahontas!
I honestly thought I heard you say Pocahontas.
I'm gonna poke you in a minute. Give you 5 across the eyes. Oh, good lord. You gonna poke me with a 10-foot pole?
Poke, 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 poke.
This is what I live with, people. He thinks you're about to throw the stick for him to chase. You know that, right?
That's not one of your toys, buddy.
He's looking. She's laughing. She said, I'll answer to either.
Come on, that had to look funny.
It did, because I was watching it on there coming at it, yeah.
Hey, if I don't go the extra mile for the joke, I mean, come on.
And that was an extra mile. That was an extra something.
Come on.
It was something.
Come
I'm not sure what it was, but it was something. Why, thank you, darling. You are so sweet to me all the time. I try my best. You know. You guys see very little of how annoying / funny he is to live with. You don't understand. He is a pain in the butt. You don't even know. He thinks he's funny. He's not funny. Oh, God. He was about to do it again.
No, you know I wouldn't do it that fast. I mean, come on, it would kind of take away from the initial.
Go watch Married with Children. I mean, for the love of God.
Well, I wanted to get something to eat, but I honestly forgot to make my coffee before I did this. It's kind of hard to have, you know, a nice hot cup of coffee and some cold pizza if I don't have the nice hot cup of coffee. Oh, hot coffee and cold pizza is awesome.
Chris Berman does not have to put up with this. You all understand that, right?
You don't know what any of that has to put up with.
I watch Chris Berman, and I do not see him having this issue. I have watched Chris Berman for over 20 years.
Issue? I'm sure people are enjoying this. Look out there, in the audience. Such an interesting monster. I mean, in my line of work, I meet so many interesting people.
This is why a lot of people want to shoot Bugs Bunny. I'm just telling you this right now, okay? This is why so many people want to shoot Bugs Bunny. I mean, you
Gossamer is awesome. Who the fuck are you kidding?
I mean, who doesn't love Gossamer? But that's neither here nor there.
Gossamer, whoa.
Gossamer low?
Yeah, every once in a while this thing says empty trays and there's nothing in there. This time,
It wasn't lying to you?
it went the opposite direction and apparently has not been telling people to empty the trays.
You see?
That's why they redesigned the unit.
I mean, if few people are being entertained, then all is good. Ignore the little twitch in my eye, you know. Since I'm only on for another 20 minutes, I am going to...
Time to get your half hour in.
I know. No, I'm fine.
Obviously, this is not going to take up your time. You know it.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and I'm going to give you my picks. And, you know, I'm not going to give as big a description on most of the games that I normally do. A couple of them I might go a little more full board than others, but you know.
That's why I said, once I get this and I'm out of here, then your 30 minutes can start.
No. No. Then, I'm trying to figure out what my bookie bet of the week is going to be. You know.
Patrons are all over my
I don't know if that's a bookie bet. A bookie bet would be...
guaranteed easy money. I mean, I gotta say it. I mean, it's Miami. I mean, it'd be like me playing the Browns.
The Browns actually beat the Bengals this week, which I was completely shocked about.
No, absolutely. That's
I
one of the
mean,
reasons I
I
said
have
that.
no love lost for either team.
No.
But how the Bengals have slid so far and scored 30 points but let the Browns score 35?
Yep. That's, again, one of the reasons why I brought him up, because...
I mean...
Amazing.
You know, the Thursday night game really doesn't get included in my picks, you know, because of how it, you know, how it circulates. But if I did pick, and I think I might have mentioned it in passing, that I thought, you know, the Bengals were going to take that team, you know, that game. I mean, both of them are struggling, but I really did think that they weren't struggling so bad that they were going to let the Browns of all people beat them. And here we are.
It's amazing.
It's something. You're giving the refrigerator a heart attack. How dare you? All right. All joking aside, leave us start with Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans. Both winners last week. Tennessee home this week. thinking that it's gonna be I'm really thrown because I like I said, I didn't expect 65 points to be scored total with the Bengals and the Browns. So like this whole year is kafukered and everything is upside down and sideways. But I do think Tennessee is playing a little more physically than Jacksonville. So for no other reason but just the physicality of the game, I think Tennessee will pull this one out. Um, it won't be. I don't think it's going to be a whole to do. A crazy to do, but yeah, you never know. So we are going to call. We are definitely going to call Tennessee as the first one. I got two games that I want to pick as the bookie bet of the week, and I just don't know. See, this is where it would really help if my dad was here. For those of you who don't know, or for those of you who don't remember, I started doing what I call the bookie bet of the week in honor of my dad who passed away years ago, because in his and he and I would always tease him about this, and he and I would always go back and forth. But he was a very big person that the home team was always going to win. There is absolutely no excuse for the home team not to win. So, I always used to tease him, well, if that was the case, then all we have to do is make out the schedules at the beginning of the year, look at the schedules, do the math, and then we know who's going into the playoffs. And, he would kind of give me the side eye. I'm like, what? You're the one who's saying it. Sure, being at home certainly has an advantage. There's always the home field advantage. There's always the crowd feel, except for this year. But there's always that feeling. But so when I pick the bookie bet of the week, um, it's basically a long shot. It's basically one of those where you honestly think the home team is gonna win, but this person is gonna come in. This person comes in and like kind of against the odds beats them. Once in a rare while, I'll do like the reverse, and I'll make the bookie bet that the home team wins against somebody who's supposed to beat the hell out of them. But most of the time, it's the visitor coming in who really shouldn't have the skill to beat this team. And most of the time the bookie bet does not. That's the long if I was like giving gambling advice, this would be like the longest long shot. It's like, don't put all your eggs in that basket because it's more than likely not going to happen. But I do the bookie bet of the week for that reason. And you know I'm not. Part of me, I don't know. Part of me wants to do it on this game. They're also harder at the beginning of the year too, because second weekend you don't know who's playing to their full potential or whatnot. And because the next game that's listed is the Carolina Panthers against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And there's a big part of me that wants to call this the bookie bet of the week because I want Carolina to see. But I can't say that I wouldn't pick this anyway. So out of these two teams, they both lost last week, but I don't think Brady and company is up to speed yet. I don't think that I think Carolina's got a little more consistency, knowing the team well, knowing themselves well and whatnot. So I'm gonna take Carolina in this one, and I'm not. It's not gonna be the bookie bet of the week. I just don't know. And again, it's. I'm trying to be. I'm trying to be. Not just saying that Tampa Bay is going to lose because I have my personal feelings for Brady, and it's not at this juncture. It's not. It's I saw how they were doing last week, and I'm not gonna lie, seeing Brady that upset and that pissed off really did crack me up. I mean, and he just really left himself so wide open to all the different memes and all the different comments, because when he's angry he does have the habit of just sitting on that sideline with that puss on his face, and he knows better. I mean, he obviously doesn't care, but he knows better than to do stuff like that. But when he's angry, he doesn't care, and then he leads himself up to that. And for his sake, I honestly hope he's not a big presence on the internet and doesn't pay attention to a lot of stuff, because people enjoy roasting the hell out of him, and it was happening last week for sure. But next, is that your paw? Yeah, that's your paw. Okay. Next game listed is the Denver Broncos coming to Pittsburgh against my Steelers. Yes, it's very hard for me to say that my Steelers are going to lose. I don't think I have said it in any of my predictions. I might have last year when we didn't have Ben. But speaking completely from a analytical point of view, um, between our defense and our offensive game getting back on there and back in touch. There was definite rust in the first half last week, but Ben was truly showing signs of the old Ben and scaring the heck out of me, running for a first down like this guy is 10 years younger than he is. I mean, all that being said, I do think that I don't think Denver's going to roll over by any means, but I don't think Denver's going to beat us either. So definitely taking the Steelers. I think this one is going to be my bookie bet of the week right here, because I think that the Eagles um, I think the Eagles are having problems. They are stronger than they're playing. They should have won last week, in my opinion. And they're almost, I think I might have said this last week, they're almost becoming the new Giants, as well as snatching defeat from the jaws of victory. And the Chargers seem to be playing with a little more. I'm going to say that they're playing with a little more heart more than the Eagles are. The Eagles just seem like one of their cylinders isn't firing right. And until that's completely fixed, I don't see them coming in with a win. So I'm gonna call it the bookie bet of the week because on paper, definitely the Eagles should win, but I don't think it's gonna happen, and that's one of those games where my old man definitely would be like, there's no way they should. Now, even though my old man was a Jets fan, the Niners are coming in, and again, the Niners are coming off a surprising loss, and I the way the Niners played last week, I kind of want to say that the Jets could take them, but the Jets weren't. They kind of woke up in the fourth quarter last week. I mean, they got it handed to them by the Bills, and I don't know if that fourth quarter is going to carry over, and I know that the Niners are going to be so full of piss and vinegar right now. So I'm going to take the Niners in but I think I'm gonna call it a I'm gonna call it closer than you think it would be, because there's a little part of me that says the Jets might pull that one out, but not enough to pick them. Oh, here we go. Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. This is the Dolphins. I heard that, woohoo. This is the Dolphins over here. I mean, honest to goodness, the Dolphins. I don't know what their problem is. They keep changing management. They keep changing players. They changed their logo, like not that long ago, and just not a damn thing is helping. I mean, home team or not, the Bills have been rebuilding strongly and have been making a lot of good improvements, and honestly have a really good chance of dominating their division, especially without Brady on the Patriots. So I mean, this one, I would be shocked as fuck. Pardon my French, but I would just be shocked as all get out if somehow they pulled this off, and I don't see it happening at all. I mean, I really don't. Now, this next game was one of my contentions for the bookie bet of the week, because Minnesota lost last week, and they lost to the Packers, and them against the Packers is always a good physical game. But I mean, the Packers kind of ran over them even more than I thought they would. I thought they were going to give them a little more of a fight. It just didn't. Again, I talk a lot. I don't go a lot on the stats. I go a lot on how the guys are, like, and I just didn't feel a complete like that whole complete was their heart in it. It just, something didn't feel right. I mean, again, this is, and it's week one. It's a screwed up year. It's no preseason. So, I'm not trying to make excuses for the guys that lost, but I mean, there are teams that could start like 0-3 and all of a sudden turn it around. So, a loss in week 1 or 2 is not throwing away anybody's season by all means. But you could tell the teams that really need to mentally improve, as as well as keeping up the physical. I mean, some people just really, they got to get their heart back into it. They got to get, their mindset into it, and that is part of the game. I mean, don't ever forget and don't ever let anybody tell you that that's not part of the game, because if you're mentally not there, you could be the best physical specimen on the planet and it's simply not going to happen. You have to have, your, for lack of a better, your game face on, which is part of your mental attitude. So, that being said, I think it's going to be close, but I think the Vikings are going to pull off the upset here. I think they're going to, if they wake up the way they should, and if they push the way they should, I think that they're going to take the Colts. And you may not agree, but I don't care. You grunt at me. Sheesh. Dang dog, what are you, a Colts fan? You're not a horse, you're a dog. I mean, you're as big as a horse, but I mean, still. Sheesh. Okay. Next, the Detroit Lions are wandering over to Green Bay. I don't think this is going to go well for the Lions. I don't. The Lions are another one who, on paper, look a lot better than they play. And just honestly, Green Bay looked really strong last week. Everything that I said that you need to be, to pull off a win. They knowing each other, having that being in sync with each other and everything like that. They just, had that, that kind of mentality. So even mistakes were not compounded. And that's an important, being able to bounce from mistakes is also a big deal. And, you definitely see some teams make a mistake, and once that mistake happens, they falter and they fall badly. And don't want to be too much of a ball breaker, but it kind of happened to the Giants last week. But so I don't see any problem with Green Bay pulling it out at all. Atlanta and Dallas both had a rough first week. Dallas's problems, again, I'm putting straight on. I'm kind of putting it on. I'm gonna put it like on kind of on management, just kind of on. There's not a team, a strong team morale there. For lack of a better, I mean, just holdouts for contracts. Just not a whole heck of a lot of push, as it were. That being said, I still think Dallas is stronger than the Falcons, and maybe being home, against the Falcons will be what they need. But I could be wrong, but I do believe Dallas is going to pull that one out. That's one of those that I'm iffy about because of how early it is in the season. But I'm taking Dallas on that one. Next is the Giants going to Chicago. Did I mention the Giants lost last week? Oh yeah, I did mention that because they lost to my Steelers. One of the guys I work with, he just refused to engage. He avoided me all week, and I finally tracked him down yesterday. And I asked him how his Giants did, and he's like, "Oh, they suck. That's okay. Neither team is going anywhere. We're not I mean, this is literally week 1, and he has given up on the Giants. He's like, they're not going anywhere. They're not going anywhere near the playoffs. Blah blah blah. I'm like, really? And even worse, that he gave up on his own team. He thinks my team ain't going anywhere near the playoffs. I'm like, really? You think with my defense and my quarterback and all the weapons that I have that I'm not going anywhere near the playoffs? He's like, nope. I'm like, okay. You realize I'm writing down on my calendar, and I did, that you said on this date, which was yesterday, that both of our teams aren't making it to the playoffs. I mean, fine. You're giving up on your own team in week one. That's on you. But you're going to tell me that my team ain't making it? Bruh. I just pray that the actual team of the Giants does not have that poor an attitude, because if they do, yeah, that's not working at all. That being said, this was almost one of my bookie bet picks. Um and something still tells me that they're gonna pull it off. I don't know why. I It's not the lack of confidence in Chicago. It's the Giants quarterback. It's, the anger at losing their first week at home. I think they might bring a little of that anger in. And something tells me that they might pull it off this week. So I'm gonna pick them. I To me, it's a long shot. Like I said, it was almost a bookie bet, but something is telling me just go with them, and that's what I'm doing. Um, the Washington football team. I hate saying that. And the Arizona Cardinals. A lot of people counted Washington out in the first half, and they turned that puppy around. Now, did they turn that puppy around, or did the Eagles just throw it out the door? A little from column A and a little from column B. But the fact that they were able to keep, their mentality going, and they didn't give up, because their first half really sucked. They didn't give up, and they were able to come back and win. Did the Eagles, give a lot of it away? Absolutely. The Eagles kind of sucked in the second half. I mean, be that as it were. That being said, I think the Cardinals are a little more consistent. I think this one, it might be a higher, not like stupid high score, but 24, 27 points each, type of game. But I think Arizona is going to end up on top. So I think it's going to come down to ball control and defense on this one. Next being Kansas City and Los Angeles Chargers. Both coming off this win from last week. Both playing strong last week. But I'm giving this one all to Mahomes and giving this one to Kansas City to upset them, because Mahomes is just, he is that good. I mean, he really is. And he doesn't let a little thing like not playing at home bother him. And he is, and again, I hate saying it about a quarterback who's not on my team, but I give respect where it's due. And this kid is just a real, true leader, and definitely has a serious career ahead of him and in him. And I don't see it being a problem. I really don't see it being a problem. It may be close for a while, but I think Kansas City will end up breaking away by the end. I don't think the end score will be close, but I think both teams are strong enough that they'll keep it competitive for probably the first half. But once Kansas City breaks away, I think they're going to break away like hardcore. Baltimore and the Houston Texans. as a fan, I would love to say that the Houston Texans have what it takes to beat the Baltimore Ravens. But as an analysis, I'm gonna have to say no. No, they don't. Yeah. Again, strong young quarterback. I believe he's going to bring the Ravens back to the playoffs. Whether he gets the playoff nerves again is a whole different story, but getting them to the playoffs, I don't see a problem with. And I don't see Houston giving him any problems. Houston is going to have a problem, let me tell you. And it's going to be in the form of a bird. So, yeah. Ravens are going to take this pretty confidently. The Sunday night game is the Patriots, against the Seahawks. Patriots won last week. A decent showing by Cam Newton in the new uniform. Although his post-conference uniform was like hard on the eyes. Not that it was bad looking, but it was bright. Did you see that outfit? Like neon bright. Like holy moly. Where does my man find his clothes? Because he finds some awesome outfits, let me tell you. But like, this is not a man who wants to blend into the crowd. This is a man who wants to say, yo, here I am. How's it going?
Yo, here I am. How's it going?
I'm telling you. So, that being said, I think Seattle is a stronger team and, stronger team and, again, more knowledgeable team on itself. And I think just the play experience is gonna be able to combine that with their home field advantage. I don't think Cam is ready to win all over yet with the Patriots. So I'm going to call this one for Seattle. And the last game would be the Monday Night Football game. We have the New Orleans Saints against the Las Vegas Raiders. That one does not roll off the tongue. That's going to take some getting used to too. The Las Vegas Raiders. Las Vegas Raiders. LV Raiders. Vegas Raiders. I don't know. I don't know how that one's going to roll off. It's I'm working on it. But all that aside, all my little babbling aside, even though they won last week, I don't see them beating Drew Brees and company. Brees and his team travel well on the road, and another one who does not mind if they're not home. Of course, they love being home, but yeah, they good. So, those are my modified picks. I hope we are all having a great SunDaze. I hope you all be safe and be healthy and be who you want to be. You may move. Thank you. You moved. Back.
What's up, everybody? What is the good word? Right away, let us get some music going, shall we? Little Sam Ashworth, little Charlie Peacock. It's Top of the Beautiful. Oh, I got the poll in, so you had to get the poll in. You realize it's the second time you've used this prop. We got to find you something else. You know, certain songs just get her going. I put it on because it's a good tune, too. $12.12. Make sure you're packed, rolled, and raring to go. You got a 20 coming up like that, don't you know? It will be our last 20 together for the day. Remember, I'm out of here at 1 p.m. There we go, wrapping up Charlie Peacock's Top of the Beautiful. Now, I'm going to do a little Sunday block. Starting it out with a little reggae, a little Rocky Duani with Breezy Sunday.
Kicking
a little Sunday blues for you. For me? Too kind. Too kind. That's yours. Yeah, that's for you. That's yours. Yeah. All right. Now we have, well, it's just called Sunday. It's from Mike, Man DeLorean. Wrap up the little Sunday block. SoundCloud.com/Man DeLorean. So what's a good word, everybody? What's happening? go. A little Sunday block for you. Take a look at a couple things really quick in between these tracks. There we are. Hopefully the roadways are still good. Oh, jeez. Last time I looked, things were fine. Now all of a sudden there are 1, 2, 3, 4 incidents. I-91 in northbound in Hartford, Connecticut, motor vehicle accident, 3 vehicles between 28 and 29, right lane closed. Rocky Hill, I-91 southbound, motor vehicle accident, 1 vehicle between exits 24 and 23. Plainville, motor vehicle accident, 1 vehicle on Route 72 westbound between exits 6 and 2. Old Lyme, I-95 southbound, congestion between 73 and 70 being reported. And then finally in Old Lyme, I-95 southbound, there's congestion being reported between 73 and 70, which is 4.2 miles, due to a motor vehicle accident, 1 vehicle. That vehicle accident is between 71 and 70. The left lane is closed. See, people aren't taking my advice out there. If you watch out for the other guy, you'll get from point A to point B and back again. Yeah. Man, I hope everybody's okay. I really do. Yeah. 1969 is date saw the Archies, based on a comic book TV series, and Archie and his friends. The Archies starting a 4-week run at #1 on the U.S. singles charts with Sugar Sugar. It became the longest running one-hit wonder. Over in the UK, it spent 8 weeks at the top of the charts. Also in 69, Blind Faith started a 2-week run at #1 on the UK charts with their self-titled debut album. Now, the only release from the Eric Clapton, Steve Winwood, Ginger Baker, and Rick Gretsch lineup, also reaching #1 in the US. Their only UK gig was in Hyde Park, London, on the 7th of June, 1969. Now, continuing 69, UK music paper Melody Maker, the Reader's Poll results were published. Winners including Eric Clapton, who won Best Musician, Bob Dylan, Best Male Singer, and Best Album for Nashville Skyline. Best Group, The Beatles. Best Single, Simon and Garfunkel for The Boxer. Janis Joplin winning Best Female Singer. Now, wrap it up 69. During a meeting in London between John Lennon, Paul McCartney, and Ringo Starr, Lennon announced he was leaving the Beatles. Yeah. It's anarchy, says Ross Laura. Oh, nope, that's the one that's slow. I keep doing that. Slow is the song I thought was the song below. All right, inside looking out, The Sheen. Thank you for all the thumbs over there, YouTubers. Thank you for the likes, Facebookers. Do appreciate it. I see there's 6 of you over there on YouTube, and there's 3 people over there on Facebook. Hi, everybody. How are you? What's up, buddy? What's up, buddy? Alrighty. Standing upright, little Nick Gallant. go. Standing Upright, a little blues from Nick Gallant. I have, here it is, a little more reggae. It's Our Time.
Brand new style, you know? Lot of mercy. You know we cannot slow down when this about to go down. If we make the right move, we fall into the right groove. Let's step into the moment so we can surrender. Surrender to you so we can get together. And you know, baby, you are one of a kind. And you know, and I know, baby, you know this is our time. Oh, hey. The world is going crazy in high and low places. And you and I with our love filling the spaces. You know we should be thankful, you know we should be grateful to have each other. You know you make me feel it, and I know, baby, you are one of a kind. And you know I need your love. Baby, you know this is our time. Oh, hey. Can't let it go if you're going with it. Can't let it go if you're going with it. This is our time. Can't let it get out if you're going with it. Can't let it go out if you're going with it. This is our time. Oh, oh, oh. Baby, you know this is our time. Oh, hey. Baby, you know this is our time.
There you go. That was Our Time. The artist Rocky, a little bit of reggae. This is Lost Boys.
Yeah. I don't ever really want to land. My demons don't even stand a chance. Me and Davey stuck to the plan. And this black girl fighting, just really want to dance. To see your hands. The weight of the world on your back while you track to the sand. And promising not to slow you. All hot like my daddy, but I'm nice and sober. Don't never let them see you cry, bite my shoulder. Never felt seen to say. Let me tell you what I mean to say. I love how you know when we need to pray. But this ain't what you need today. But this what ain't know. How the hell we gonna tell her how to feel when we can't even fit her show? Tapped in part-time, can't see the whole view. No fairy tale dreams do come true. Girl, sing your truth. I'ma pay my dues. With an overdraft when it's overcast. Thinking to myself with this focus last. No holding back. Whatever you do now, don't look down. Keep your soul attached. And pin us on your wall like an almanac. Don't wanna complicate it, this is all I ask. This is all I ask. That you love me in my scars and keep the faith, I'll do my part. Take on the shit that meant my faults. And no nightmares of a foot on my throat. But I won't displace that pain and I'm not going back to broke. No. Where would I be? Where would I be without you? Where would I be? Where would I be without you? Where would I be? Where would I be without you? Where would I be? Where would I be without you? Where would I be? Where would I be without you? Where would I be? Where would I be without you? Where would I be? Where would I be without you? Where would I be? Where would I be without you? Lost more than I am now. Praying that I don't get found out. A damn imposter. On my eps, not
Yeah, at one point, I told you guys, like, her nickname was my warped 2x4.
But you get the point, and it's the pain we share that they do exploit. Do I have a choice? You're my light in the dark. Couldn't imagine what that actually costs. See to it that my T's get crossed. It hurts cause you know I'm lost, but it's not your fault. Damn. Can you love me in my scars and keep the faith? I'll do my part. Take on the ship, admit my faults. Damn. No nightmares of a foot on my throat, but I won't displace that pain, and I'm not going back to broke. No. Where would I be? Where would I be without you? Where would I be? Where would I be without you? Where would I be? Where would I be without you? Where would I be? Where would I be without you? Where would I be? Where would I be without you? Where would I be? Where would I be without you? Where would I be? Where would I be without you? Where would I be? Where would I be without you?
All right, Ruby Monfu coming up next says, "Don't worry about me."
Please take all the time you need. You don't have to be composed in times like these. Life has knocked you off your feet. Don't have to figure out how to say it all to me. But I'll be here when you come around. I'll make sure you don't hit the ground. It's not too much to do, 'cause I love you. Don't worry about me. I'll be here in the morning with a smile and a cup of tea. Don't worry about me. I don't need any explanation. Just want you to try and breathe. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about me. Days like these come unannounced. You try hard, but the joy cannot be found. Lean into it patiently. Don't have to figure out or fake a smile because of me. 'Cause I'll be here when you come around. I'll make sure you don't hit the ground. It's not too much to do, 'cause I love you. Don't worry about me. Oh, yeah. I'll be here in the morning with a smile and a cup of tea. Don't worry about me. I don't need any explanation. Just want you to try and breathe. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about me. I'll be here when you come around. I'll make sure you don't hit the ground. It's not too much to do, 'cause I love you. I love you. Don't worry about me.
All right, 15 minutes. That's it. I'm out of here in 15
I'll be
minutes.
here in the morning with a smile and a cup of tea. Don't worry about me. I don't need any explanation. Just want you to try and breathe. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about me.
Charlie Peacock. It's called Surprised Me Too. All right, Echopraxia, Austin Woodward, and then that's where I get off. this is where I get off. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. I appreciate it, of course. You enjoy the rest of your Sundays. I'll see you tomorrow.
Nobody's better than me, 'cause I know better than them. Big shot, Mahoney, home run, he's counting Armageddon. And I saw that I don't want to see, gonna find a burning bush. Set my people free, set my people free. Send an army up country, set my people free. This is where I get off, this is my stop. Where I get off, this is my stop. Nobody's better than me, 'cause I'm no better than them. Big shot, Mahoney, home run, counting Armageddon. And I saw that I don't want to see, gonna find the burning bushes, set my people free. Sending an army up countries where I get off, this is my stop. Where I get off, this is my stop, this is my stop. This is where I get off, ain't no stopping around here. Where I get off, this is my stop, this is my stop, this is my stop. Nobody's better than me, nobody better, absolutely nobody better than me, absolutely. I'm no better than them, I'm no better than them. Big shot, Mahoney, home run, counting Armageddon. This is where I get off, this is my stop. Where I get off, this is my stop. This is where I get off, this is my stop. Where I get off, this is I got off. This is my stop, stop. Setting my people free, set an army up country. Yeah, get a few little wicked, get a little wicked opposition. Send the army up country.
All right, everybody, again, thank you for hanging out with me. I do appreciate it. Facebookers, you have a good day. YouTubers, you too as well. Everybody, enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I will see you in the morning. Peace, much love, and respect.